just from seeing tiny clusters of holes that may appear on any object. Some people are scared of a simple strawberry just because the tiny cluster of holes that appears on them. It makes them very uncomfortable and may even cause them anxiety. I've researched from many different sources to gain more and more information on this weird phobia. People are interested in knowing the triggers, causes, symptoms, treatment options, and if it is even a real diagnosis. Now I will start with the triggers. A lot of trypophobic reactions come from just seeing certain images that may appear on their phone, on a computer screen, or maybe even on a road sign or like a billboard. Clusters of holes, like in lotus seed pods, cause discomfort. These images have high contrast with spatial frequencies, which makes this feeling occur when people see them. Humans with trypophobia say, the quality and special properties of such stimuli trigger discomfort. Some also say pictures with a spectral profile cause way more discomfort than just a random image that someone may take on their phone. Most images with small, different-looking holes cause the feeling of disgust and discomfort that make this phobia so weird for people to understand. Common pictures that cause trypophobic discomfort are sponges, bubbles, coral, honeycombs, condensation, beehives, sea pods, strawberries, and clusters of insects. Next, we'll talk about the causes of trypophobia. There are many factors that cause trypophobic reactions to occur with people. This phobia is driven by the disgust, so when people are disgusted by these holes, it triggers them to feel many different ways and can cause serious reactions. It causes the pupils to constrict and associates with the parasympathetic nervous system. Is stimulated, it causes breathing and the heart rate to slow, which tells the body to proceed with caution, so it already is telling the nervous system that something is wrong with what's going on around them. Max, a victim of trypophobia, says, "It feels unsafe and empty. Trypophobia for me is the fear of hollowness." Now I'm going to tell you about the symptoms that come with trypophobia. Most just react with the feeling of fear, disgust, and discomfort, and also anxiety, which can cause panic attacks and more serious reactions. People also start to get goosebumps, the feeling of itchiness, skin can start to crawl, sweating can occur, and the feeling of nausea and panic attacks will happen. People also describe pictures to make them feel an evoking fear that can come out of nowhere, and it causes distress, which makes the panic attacks happen. There are also a variety of somatic symptoms, which include nausea, goosebumps, and itchiness. There was an incident with Jennifer Anderson. She had a panic attack after seeing an American Horror Story advertisement on the side of the road. It was advertising a new season of American Horror Story that was coming out where one of the characters experienced trypophobia and what happens with the phobia and the disease that it may be. Just seeing it caused her to have to pull her car over because she was having a severe panic attack. Just from seeing the advertisement for a split second. In addition, we'll talk about the treatment options that some may have to come by. There's no real cure for this phobia. Although there isn't something that will totally treat this phobia, there are ways to make the symptoms subside. These options include self-help treatments, therapy, and medication. Most try to treat trypophobic reactions. It's just not really worth it, and the reactions aren't bad enough to have to treat. The ones that do take medication, they just take when they're having symptoms to help them subside faster. Cognitive behavior therapy or self-help are good options that help people the most. Online support group is also another treatment option. There are many Facebook groups out there that have multiple people in there that share their trypophobia experiences, and it helps others realize what the phobia is really like. Lastly, I'm going to talk about trypophobia and if it's a real disgust. Trypophobia is not yet characterized by clinicians, but it is a real thing and many people are experiencing it. Now I'll conclude my speech. There are a lot of trypophobic reactions that come from certain images, like this one. There are many factors that cause trypophobic reactions to occur. Trypophobia comes from different severities of symptoms that you never really know what will happen. There's no real cure for trypophobia. Trypophobia is a real thing that is becoming more and more known around the world. There's so much more to learn about this phobia.